This is Jesse. He started at over 525 pounds, and now he's down all the way to 269 pounds, trying to get to 240 to get skin removal surgery. And today, we're gonna go through his daily routine.
May not have a scale, but I can definitely eyeball this at this point. And then we need a scoop of protein powder. Strawberry is good. Any kind of fruity protein powder, because it just mixes better with the fruit that you're adding in, right? Rather than, I mean, some people like chocolate banana or whatever. You could do that too, but I find that fruit goes better. And now you get a nice forearm pump, because you have to mix this like wild. Yeah, because it'll be gritty if you don't mix it well enough. But like you can see the color changing. And then we add in a banana. My favorite, I use a peach mango protein powder, and then I add in blueberries, and that's my favorite. And then you give it one more mix, incorporate the banana a little bit. And then if you have the calories, you can add a little bit of granola. It's delicious. But I'm on a deep cut right now. I'm not using those calories.
Why do we each have a full pack of blueberries in front of us?
So I eat one of these a day. Every single day I go through one giant thing of blueberries. I have usually about half with breakfast, half with lunch. Blueberries are my favorite fruit. They're delicious and great for you, obviously low calorie. So I find them filling, and they make my meals feel more complete. Like I have a side dish of some sort.
This feels like just a little bit less crazy than me eating like a whole pat of spinach per breakfast.
It's more expensive.
Much more expensive.
Yes. Yeah.
And you have pills?
Yeah, so I also have no gallbladder. So if I take digestive enzymes, there's less of a chance of some sort of pain or flare up.
And did that play a part at all in your weight loss journey?
Well, I lost weight too quickly, so I had to have my gallbladder removed because I lost weight too quickly.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's the kind of thing people don't really know about. So how fast were you losing it first to get into that dangerous spot?
So I lost 120 pounds in the first like 5 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then I lost another 110 over the following year. So yeah.
Wow. Which I get it checks out. My liver almost failed when I lost was it my first 60 pounds in, it was about 3 months?
Yeah.
2.5 months, so yeah.
Yeah, they straight up told me that that my gallbladder, it was because I lost weight too quickly.
Yeah.
So it's actually a rather common thing to happen when you lose weight really quickly.
Wow.
And then of course, nice Rise energy drink.
Oh, I can't have that in my video, hold up. And I'll have my Rain. Cherry lemonade. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
After breakfast, we took time to check in with our coaching clients, and it was time to cook lunch. So for the breakfast that we had earlier today, what were the macros on that?
So it's about 400 calories, depending on what protein powder you use, what fruit you use.
Okay.
Roughly 400 calories, 55 to 60 grams of protein, again, depending on the protein that you're using.
Okay, and then for the ones that we're about to have.
Yeah. So this, again, is very high protein. This is roughly 400 calories, again, and another 55 to 60 grams of protein. So I don't track carbs or fat at all. If you're hitting your protein goal and you're within your calories, carbs and fats can fall where they may. It doesn't really matter. If you're not getting enough fat in, that can matter because you need fat for hormonal balance. But as long as you're getting a reasonable amount of fat in throughout the day, which you don't need to track it really, unless you're feeling like you'll know it because you don't feel great, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, first off, we have to get our diet soda going right here.
Apparently that seems to be a trend for you. So lots of diet sodas for you?
I mean, I have maybe 1 to 2 a day.
And then so many people online get angry about
that's part of the fun.
It really is. I have to feed the trolls.
That's right. So simple, but so good.
That is fantastic.
The fact that the wrap has 13 grams of protein, 140 calories, it allows me to kind of just enjoy bread while not feeling guilty about it.
Yes.
I shouldn't feel guilty about bread in the first place, but I need to hit my protein goals. And if I'm eating regular bread, I wouldn't be able to.
After finishing our lunch, it was time to get dressed and get to the gym so that he could show me what his normal gym routine would look like. And we do cardio, and then we work out?
Yeah, I always start with cardio.
Right.
I usually will do half my cardio at the start, then I do my lift, then I do the second half of my cardio. I'm not a big cardio person, I like to break it up. I do about an hour, so it's,
You do an hour every day?
I do an hour, yeah.
Okay, and then
every lifting day, and then one day of literally just an hour of cardio.
Do you have a heart rate goal? Do you have a speed goal? What are you measuring?
I have a playlist. It shuffles through songs, and every song has either
upper, like it says higher within the lyrics, or is this faster within the lyrics? And I like to play, I play it as a game for myself. It's on shuffle. I have fun with it. It makes it more engaging. I listen to the music, I get into it.
Yeah.
And it just makes it more fun for me. But generally I try to start at a 5 incline at a 2.5 speed. And then I adjust from there based off what the music tells me to do.
Is there a way that you structure your workouts usually?
So I try to do my compound movements at the start so that I can kind of fully gas myself on them and get as much out of them as I can. So I always start with my compounds and then I move to isolations after.
How better?
Weak. Just a heads up.
After this,
I would be doing lat pull downs.
you have great form when you do that. There we go. Last one, big one. Squeeze and slow, 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 slow. Nice.
I'm the 8 to 12 for everything.
8 to 12, and do you try generally to hit like full failure by the 12th rep?
I go to failure more than I probably should because I for me, it's like a mental thing. Like I need to feel that feel of failure because that to me tells me that I'm like putting my all into it. I need that feeling of I've emptied the tank.
You think that that's exactly why you're gonna be scared when you have to recover? Because
Yes.
you won't have that anymore?
Yeah.
After your surgery, yeah.
Tank as much as possible.
But even then, you're still gonna have to like make sure that you're not getting too sweaty for the infections and everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough balance for sure.
Just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oh, okay, that makes sense. You look at yourself in the mirror, just picture yourself taking out swords.
That's exactly, when I'm like reaching failure, I'm like, shit man, somebody's about to kill me, I gotta pull that sword out, man. Two
triceps, 2 biceps.
And generally I would do a preacher curl, so I guess we're using a bench here.
Or we could just do some standing alternates.
Sure, we can do that too.
Yeah, let's do that. I like those. Okay, so we just finished working out. We're gonna finish off with 30 minutes of cardio, and then what's next?
Then we head back home for dinner.
But before dinner, we have something to talk about.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's the big one. We're gonna talk about loose skin.
All right, my favorite subject.
Right? Your most hate generating from the trolls online.
And a lot of support too, actually.
The most, probably the most support too comes from that.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's something that so many people can relate to.
Yeah, well, and I also, like, the GoFundMe obviously got a lot of support and traction, and the amount of support I've gotten is overwhelming, and I really can't thank everybody enough for helping me get to those goals. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're going for loose skin surgery very soon.
I got a lot more loose skin than you.
A little bit there.
A little bit more.
And it's one of those things that so many people tend to be incredibly worried about when they, even before they start their fat loss journey.
Oh, for sure.
How often do you get that message? They're like, oh, I want to lose weight, but...
You know, despite having loose skin as like such a main point of my profile, I mention the surgery constantly, and yet every single video I release, when are you gonna get the skin removed? Like that's it's literally the most common comment I get.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know, are you gonna get the skin removed? Well, first of all, yes, I have 2 pinned reels saying that I'm getting it removed, but I also have one literally saying the date. Like,
how big of an impact was the loose skin on you? Like, when you were losing the weight, because obviously you saw it starting to accumulate. Was it a scary thing for you? Was it like almost, because like, I know at first when I started seeing it, I was a little bit almost weirded out until I realized, oh, but I can breathe now. Or, oh, I can tie my shoes now.
I would so much rather the loose skin than the fat. Like it's not even a comparison, right? Ultimately, the loose skin is really not that bad. You only notice it in certain situations, right? Like if I go to lay in bed and if I'm laying on my stomach and it just like pulls it like this, then it gets uncomfortable, right? Or like, you can get chafing, things like that. It can be uncomfortable, but it's significantly better than being fat as.
We got it. My worst, I know this is obviously not horrible, but me, it's like my lower back, so whenever I'll lay in bed, it'll like squish in together, and then I have to like lift up, separate, then leave.
I got the butt separation in my stomach right here.
Oh.
Yeah. My back is pretty good actually, as far as skin goes.
No shit, you have like no loose skin back there.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you. I put a lot of thought into that.
So do you think that this should even be a concern for people before they start losing weight?
Of course not. If the fat is so much worse than the skin.
Yeah.
It's not even close. I would take the loose skin. I would take more loose skin than I have than being fat again.
Yeah.
It like being fat and having like no energy, not being able to do things, that's like the worst feeling. It sucks.
I pissed off some people once when I said that the people that are saying that loose skin is what's stopping them from weight loss are the people that aren't ready,
using
they're making excuses. Yeah.
100%.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Ultimately, anything that you use as a way of saying I don't want to lose weight because of X, it's always an excuse.
You're not going to look worse than when you're like 400 pounds.
And even if you did, you look worse under clothes. Like,
yeah.
so
versus you'll look better with clothes.
Way better with clothes.
Yeah. And then the same without. Yeah, it's.
You know, you and I had a conversation a few months back where I saved a comment that I mentioned to you. I said something like, apparently, when I'm not fat as hell, I'm actually pretty attractive. And I didn't realize that until I started losing weight, right?
Yeah.
Like back then, I always thought I was just ugly no matter what. And as I lost weight and like...
And then you developed the jaw.
Developed the jawline a little bit, yeah. And my eyes started glowing again because I'm not depressed as hell.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it's night and day. And all the confidence, right?
Yeah.
The confidence and the self-esteem that come with weight loss and feeling better in your own skin.
Yeah.
It makes you a much more attractive human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go eat supper, and then we'll go from there.
All right.
Perfect.
Oh, I did not go through the middle.
This is the last meal of the day. Just got back from the gym, and we're about to have salad.
This massive taco salad. This is normally what I would eat alone, for the
Okay.
record. Usually I would use Quest chips, but one of my followers, David_fit_boost, sent me a bunch of snacks from Korea, protein snacks. From Korea. And these are like protein, we don't even know. So you know what, let's try these first maybe, before we put them in the salad. Yeah, let's maybe try.
It actually feels
It smells
like it's
pretty
perfect
good.
for
Yeah,
this.
it does.
They're so perfect, it's almost weird.
That's pretty good.
That's perfect for that.
That is perfect for that. It's like a slight hint chili taste. Usually I would use a whole box or a whole bag of Quest chips, but this is a 60-gram bag, so these are about half the bag.
This is a big salad.
Yeah, man, you gotta go volume for dinner because that keeps your fat ass full.
I mean,
when you
it worked for me.
Exactly.
The internet hated me for it.
If you eat massive volume, you're gonna stay full. That's just science right there. So we're gonna share this date style here.
Very romantically.
Very
What happens if we grab the same piece of salad?
You want to find out?
This is a
I gotta get a chip
Disney
in there.
movie for fat dudes. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
That is delicious.
You can never tell that it's not sour cream. It tastes exactly like sour cream. It's Greek yogurt.
It's Greek yogurt.
You get 100 calories, 19 grams of protein instead of 100 calories, no grams of protein.
I feel like maybe a hint of salsa in there could really tie it in together, but I'm a salsa addict.
I'm not a big salsa person.
That's fair. Okay, we're gonna need another one here.
You got Greek yogurt all over there.
Go ahead. We've seen online how I appear to have god tier genetics when it came to loose skin.
Yep.
But, and yes, of course, the GHQ cream from Transcend did help. I unfortunately weren't so blessed. But you also you were a lot larger too.
Yeah.
You were 520 pounds.
Yeah, there is no losing 300 pounds and not having loose skin. It's not possible.
Exactly.
Yeah, so for me, I have to go the surgery route. There is no other option. So that's the route I'm going. And actually late April is when my surgery is. I'm very excited for it, also slightly terrified, because the recovery process is 3 months of not being able to be in the gym, and at this point,
Does that scare you?
terrifies me.
Considering how
The gym is how I keep my mental health in check.
Exactly.
And going 3 months without it, like I 100% I'm going to have to go to some sort of form of therapy, because right now the gym is my therapy, and not having that outlet, I don't know how I'm gonna function.
It's amazing that you were like introspective enough to realize how important it is for you and that you'll need it, because I feel like a lot of people, and we've seen it, where some people get the surgery, or they'll get, like, let's say a gastric sleeve surgery, and then they don't have those right habits, those right things in place, and unfortunately the weight comes back up. What I learned from Jesse's journey is that you should never stop having fun, and to keep learning to love yourself during your journey. And that way, giving up will simply never be an option, because you'll learn to love the process. But more importantly, to never make excuses, and that loose skin means nothing compared to having the ability to live a better life. Like always, let's change the world together.